In case you haven't seen the tour video of this build, this is what I'm going to be building today. Now normally I have the tour and the build all in one video, but I didn't have enough time to do that last week. It's just been nuts, man, but I will have a link to the tour at the end of the video. So this is going to be a little bit different because usually I will record a build and then record commentary on top of it later. But as I mentioned, I've had a lot of stuff going on to where I didn't have time to do all of that this week, and I'm kind of losing my voice. So with this, I'm going to be recording the commentary while I build, which I never do because it's live and I have to do, a good job of explaining things on the fly. So no pressure. Alright, so my camp is just to the east of Site Bravo in these hills, which is still like one of my favorite spots to build. Man, I'm kind of rhyming today, but it's unintentional, just so you guys know. I'm doing this live, on the fly. I'm in these hills doing these builds. Alright, what the hell am I doing? Okay, so I'm gonna build my house like kind of in this corner. I put the camp smack dab in the middle of this place, but it doesn't really matter. You can put the camp wherever you want. It's your world. You do you. What's going on here? Oh, okay, hang on a second. I gotta remove these stored blueprints. Yeah, basically, I'm rebuilding this whole thing because the footage I have of me building this the first time wasn't the same layout as what I ended up with. So I'm redoing it because I want you guys to be happy. And I know that if I show you how to build something that I didn't end up using, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? I don't want this shit. Alright, so I'm starting off with these two concrete foundations, which this is basically gonna be the bedroom right here, which is all the way to the left of the house. So this is how it should look. Instead of starting in the middle, we're starting all the way to the left. And now I'm going to snap out these two concrete foundations. These two are just placeholders for now. That way I can get this one right here lined up perfectly. And I'm going to snap out, I think, a total of 4. Let me make sure. Hang on. So I got 1 here for the entryway. Yeah. I think it's 4, which we might change later, but I'm pretty sure this is right. So a row of 4 right here, which is basically the middle of the house. This is where the back and the front doors are going to go. And then I'm going to snap another row of 4 right next to it. I'm taking my time and showing you like every piece of foundation going in because this is the most important part. If you get this right, then the rest of the build is going to be a lot easier. So 2 rows of 4 and then a row of 3. Snap in there. Okay, thanks. Now I'm going to remove these 2 because they were just placeholders to make sure that this side was perfectly in line with the other side. So I was just using them for my own benefit. Now going back to the left side, I'm going to snap in this concrete foundation to it, and I'm going to remove the one right in front of it. That way it's not snapping to anything, and I can move it however I want to. So what I'm trying to do is get this one a half floor length over from the other foundations. And the best way to do that, from what I found, is using a concrete foundation because we have this line right in the middle of it, which we can line up with the white outline of where it used to be. So it makes it a lot easier. You want to have it just like right on the edge, just like this. I think this should be perfect. So when we snap back in the other foundation, it should be a half floor length over. And that's pretty damn close. Look at that. Not too bad. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put 2 rows of 4 right here in the middle. And so these are going to be offset from the other ones. And I just think it adds a little bit more, character to it. What's the problem? Why is this not going to snap? Oh, it's the budget. Okay, fine, I'll fix the budget. Or, you can just leave me alone and let me build in peace. Alright, so here's how the foundation should look right now. We have 2 concrete pieces off to the side, to the left side over here. Then 1, 2, 3 concrete pieces and a wood piece at the back. And then we have another row just like it, right here beside it. And the other side is set up the same way as before. I just replaced the concrete foundations with wood foundations in the front and the back to mark the front and back porches. Alright, so I'm sure this is going to be a big jump in the video, but this is how all the walls for the first floor should look. I didn't want to show you guys me placing down every single wall. You don't need to see that. I'm not going to waste your time. The bedroom has wood walls snapping to the foundations. I put windows kind of randomly, and then I have slanted roof pieces, and then the top arch walls to fill in those gaps. So pretty simple. And in here is where the offset concrete foundations are. So I just surrounded them with brick walls, and I have brick windows in the front and in the back, and then I just let this spot open right here so I can walk through it. And then we have wood doorways in the front and the back, and a wood doorway here because this is going to be open to the public. So anyone passing by can come in here. It's going to be like a big workshop. So I'm separating this from the main cabin that I was just in. So I have doorways in the front and the back, and then I just surrounded it with wood walls. So pretty simple. To separate this public workshop area and the cabin, I put in these brick walls because I like the way that the brick looks on the inside of the cabin over there. You'll see what it looks like in just a second. I was trying to jump up on this wall. Hang on. Oh, come on. Okay, that was embarrassing. But I'm standing on top of the main entryway here, and this is how everything should look. You can pause the video if you need to, if you're following along, but I figured this would be a better view of everything. So first floor, right here. All right, before we get started on the second floor, we want to put in a roof piece right here above like this little patio area. And you want to do this before you put in the walls, because otherwise this piece isn't going to fit in. So you want to snap this right here. Get in, do it! Okay, right there. And then you want to snap in the same piece to the other side, like so. Yep, okay, just like that. And now we can remove the back piece here, and for some reason the other one stays up. So that's exactly what we want. If I would have tried to do that with the second floor walls up there, it wouldn't have snapped in. So I would have had to remove the walls and then put them back in. So I just saved us a step. You're welcome. So the second floor is going to be kind of split up, but the main part of it is right here. So this is the tower area. This is the player cabin, like, you know, player home. So I have half walls going all the way around, and these are snapping to the walls below. So half walls all the way around, and then I have a doorway right here that's snapping to the wall below it as well. And this is going to lead into like this overhang area that's above the kitchen. It's going to look really cool, just trust me. So half wall above the doorway to fill in that gap. I'm going to fill in this middle spot in a little bit, but right now all you need to worry about is half brick walls all the way around, and then brick windows snapping on top of those. Alright, I'm losing daylight, so I gotta hurry this part up. Now, I'm putting in some posts around here, but there's a trick to getting them in just right. So I'm gonna snap in this staircase to the foundation that leads up to... You see how it leads up to the doorway up there? And now I'm gonna put in a half floor piece to the top of the stairs. So that's gonna snap in right there. And then do another half floor piece off to the side where it kind of makes an angle, like an L shape right here. And I got this technique from Davey, no response. Actually, I got it from you guys telling me to go watch this video, so thank you for that. And what I'm trying to do is put in this post right there on the edge of this brick wall, and it won't go there because the brick wall's there, so I gotta move that. But this technique allows you to snap in posts on the edge of the floors, which you can't do otherwise. So now I can snap the brick wall back in, and the post is right there on the edge. And it looks so much better than having this like harsh end of the wall there. It just looks more structured. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I made the L shape, and now I'm gonna snap in the post right here on the edge. Oh, that's right, I need to remove the brick wall. You can't teach me anything. Okay, remove the brick wall first, and then I can snap it in. Boom. And that matches that side, and now I put the brick wall back in. And you can see it looks so much better than just having the wall come to an end, you know? Alright, there are a few more places I want to put these posts, and I need this technique to do it. So I'm going to do this outside. What is in the way? What is... Oh, it's the camp. I've been running into this thing the whole build. Okay, so get out of the way. So I made the L shape here, and you can see this a little bit better. So the post will actually snap to the edge of the foundation, when normally it won't do that. It's either in the middle or slightly off from the middle. So now it looks like it's holding up that roof, and it looks so much better. So much better. Alright, the last couple places is back here. I wanted to go right there and on the other side of the stairs, so kind of surrounding those stairs. And this is like the back patio in case you couldn't tell where I was. So I'm going to snap out the floors. I'm going to do the same thing. Snap out the floor, make the L shape, and pop in the post. There we go. And half floor, and post. Now we can remove all these floors and the stairs because we don't need them anymore. Alright, now to finish up the public workshop area. So I'm going to put in the two foundation stairs, like right here. I'm going to put those in, but I'm always hesitant to put them in. I do everything first because they can be a big pain in the ass. If you do something wrong or forget something, you have to scrap everything around them. Like even the door. Like I put the stairs in first, and then the door wouldn't snap in. It only snapped in after I removed the stairs, which means I had to remove everything around it. So be careful, put the door in first. So on this side of the brick wall, you want to put half wood walls all the way around. These should snap to the walls below them, so it's pretty simple. Then we snap in the top arch walls, and then 2 rows of slanted roof pieces. On this side of the brick wall, we're going to use full wall pieces on top instead of half walls. So I put a doorway here with the door, don't forget the door, then 2 windows on the back, and then a full wall piece. And instead of using the slanted roof pieces back here, I use these corner roofs instead. And to cover up this gap, I used the top arch walls. You can't really see from here. Hang on a second. Jumping on top of the roof. Okay, so now you can see this a little bit better. I used the top arch pieces up here, and then those kind of, I don't know what these are called, these weird angled ones. These ones, I use these. And I do that instead of using, where are they? This big one, I could have used this, but I don't like how flat they are against the roof. See how this one has that overhang right there, you see? And it makes it look a lot better because the other ones are just flush with the roof and it just looks weird. All right, so the stairs are going in. Here we go. You want to use the ones that are closest to you and go up to the left. They're the first ones on the list in the menu. And okay, now they're in. So I've committed to the stairs. If I try to remove them now, it won't work. It will give me an error message because I have to remove all the walls around it, even the top ones. And look at the door, man. It won't snap anymore because the stairs are here. So if I want to make adjustments to it, I can't. All right, I'm done complaining about this. I just wanted to complain. I just wanted to share my pain with you guys. All right, so I'm putting 2 upper floors up here, and then I'm going to snap in, where is it? It's these fences that snaps, yeah, these ones. I'm gonna snap these 2 in, these perimeter fences, and that just kind of creates an overhang for this area. I'm gonna put some beds right there, and it's gonna look pretty cool. So here I snapped 3 floor pieces, so 1 here, 1 in front of the door, and then 1 out a little bit. And now I'm gonna snap in 2 more right here, so this is gonna go over the back patio. And while I'm doing this, I might as well put in the roofs too. So 2 slanted roofs above the floors that we just put in. I think they're snapping to like the half walls. I'm not exactly sure, but they snap in just fine. And then put the top arch walls on both sides. And right here, we're gonna put in the perimeter wall. I just think this looks pretty good. I want to put like a table right here, kind of like a little overhang. It's gonna look awesome. I have a lot of overhangs in this build. And right here is, this is where I'm gonna put the satellite dish. And I think it looks kind of cool the way that this came out. So use the metal walls if you have these. So metal walls on both sides, half metal walls, sorry, on both sides. And then we're gonna use the flat roof piece. So this flat roof piece on top. And that just gives us a flat spot on the roof to put the satellite dish. All right, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. And so is my voice. So we'll see how far I can take it. I hope it's not too bad. But I'm trying to put in a wall right here, and they won't snap to each other. So I have to put in a doorway down here temporarily, and another doorway on top. Make sure they're doorways. So 2 doorways on top of each other. And then we're going to do a half wall on top of that. And now I can remove the bottom doorway, because if it's a doorway, they can hover for whatever reason in this game. So now that that's there, I'm just going to replace this with a flat wall, and there we go. You can even change that to a window if you want to, but that's how we fill in that spot. I don't think I talked about putting the wood floors right here, but I did, so my bad. I just snapped them out from the other one. So 2 wood floors right here. And now I'm snapping in these arch walls instead of the perimeter walls, because they look so much better, especially with the wood paneling wallpaper that we get. I'll show you that in just a second. But they look so much better than just like the scrappy looking perimeter walls. Now let's put in the roofs, and then I'll show you what the wallpaper looks like. So we're going to use these corner roofs on each of the corners, and then in the middle we'll use the slanted roof pieces. So pretty simple. Alright, so here's how it should be looking. Pretty nice so far. And then let's take a look in the back. So we're pretty much done. Oh, I forgot to do the back patio. That's blasphemy. I forgot to do the patio. That's my bad. I'll fix it real quick. These are pretty simple too. I don't know if I gave myself enough room because of the border here. Okay, so that worked. Will this one work? I don't think this will because of the post. But I can, okay, hang on, let me see this. I don't think this will. Yeah, that won't work because I'm outside of the border. That's my bad. I didn't move the camp close enough to the edge out here. So these will work. I can snap these 2 in. And really all I'm missing is just this side. So just pretend like that goes there. So pretend that's there. That's my bad. And now we're going to use the post, and nothing fancy here. So in the middle, on the sides, and in the middle, it should go right there. And it's not working because it's outside the borders. But so my bad. Just pretend like those are there. You shouldn't have any problems if the border was not blocking you. So yeah, just put the fence in first and then put the post in. And that's how it should look. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you is the wallpaper because the walls look kind of disgusting right now. And this is the one thing that this game got 100% right, is the wallpaper. It's so easy to use. All you do is go into the edit mode, switch over to wallpapers, pick which one you want, and hit apply. And it just does it for you. It's so quick and so simple. It's like a breath of fresh air when it comes to building in this game because it's not a pain in the ass like everything else. So thank you, Bethesda, for making it this simple. It looks great. I love it. This is the positive change that made me come back to building it. I just wanted to check it out, and I'm very pleased with it. It looks fantastic. Like, check this out. The wood paneling and the brick walls, and I got to change the floor and everything, but it just looks so good. I'm so pleased with it. But guys, that is it. We made it. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. Now, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start posting more videos, hopefully at least 2 a week. I finally got a new setup for my studio to where I can record way more than I have ever been able to. And I know that the content has been pretty light the past couple of weeks, but I'm really excited for the upcoming stuff I'm going to share with you guys. So thank you all for watching and checking out my stuff. It really means the world to me. I will always appreciate you guys.